Sinners is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Warner Brothers. It can be found as a slipcover edition and a steelbook, both available at your online retailers. More and more, Ryan Coogler is proving to be one of the best modern-day filmmakers in both execution of story and his work from behind the scenes. You can tell he cares about actual filmmaking, and his 1930s-era vampire flick feels both modern and old school. Michael B. Jordan does a great job playing twins, opening a juke joint, and of course the film's use of music is front and center. This is a very entertaining film and one that I easily recommend. Sinners on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has shifting aspect ratios from 276:1 to 178:1. It was finished at a 4K digital intermediate and it supports both HDR10 and Dolby Vision. For purposes of this review, I will be discussing the Dolby Vision transfer. The film's transfer on 4K should please most, but especially those that prefer a more filmic-looking presentation. The source is expected to be clean and blemish-free, with a healthy-looking grain structure. When the movie shifts to the IMAX ratio, grain becomes finer and less visible. Bit rates usually average around the mid-60s or higher for much of the duration. The aspect ratio also manages to eke out slightly more image clarity when it winds up to the 178:1. As such, detail has sharper depth and is more visible in those scenes, but the 276:1 does soften things up a bit. As a whole, though, the 4K does a more than appreciable job in regard to texture enhancement. Close-ups are quite revealing, as every bead of sweat, facial feature, and era-specific clothing is on full display. The film's palette is stylized, kind of how you would imagine a 1930s set movie should look like. HDR and Dolby Vision offer a subtle visual bump, but firmly keep it more reserved in its application. Some of the outdoor day shots, especially in the 178:1, give the best examples of color reproduction. The overall warmth of the palette is consistent and skin tones look good. The film style also gives way to deep black levels and what I would assume is some intentional crush, which limits detail in those instances. Sinners on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a Dolby Atmos audio mix, which folds down to a Dolby True HD 7.1. There is also a 5.1 track and international options available. The film's sound design is no doubt one that is tailor-made for the story being told, and the Dolby Atmos is nothing short of exceptional. The film's music and score are clearly the backbone and give those that have invested in home theater setups plenty to enjoy from start to finish. The movie has a wide variety of audio cues that aren't music related, and there's plenty of dynamic activity that benefits the entire surround environment. High channel output is consistent and often engaging, from rolls of thunder, music, and other forms of ambience. This comes in both the complementary and discrete variety. Once again, the film's music relies heavily on the surround environments, especially during the music number midway through the film, as the camera pans all around the room. The variety of musical contributions from the different eras is pleasingly immersive. When the action kicks in, it also provides no shortage of output. Quieter moments also shine as atmospheric and ambient effects are consistent. Dialogue reproduction is clean from start to finish with no issues. The LFE has quite a bit of heft and kick and is very effective in its overall delivery. Of course, it's when the music is present that it offers some of the best moments that the low end can show off, and the action also has a fair share of meaningful output. There is a good variety of bonus content included, which is featured on the main 4K disc. For starters, there is a making of, which runs about 30 minutes, and it shows director Ryan Coogler and the various cast and crew talking about their influences and how the film came together. There's also a 15-minute or so feature on the film's music and score, which I feel is one of the more essential pieces of content for fans of the film to dive into. There are also some shorts talking about the film's lore, creature effects, how Michael B. Jordan managed to become twins, deleted scenes, and more. As great as the extras are, I feel that it is a bit of an omission that there's no audio commentary from Coogler or Michael B. Jordan, and that would have really topped things off. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Sinners on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray an A+. This is honestly a beautiful looking transfer from start to finish, even if it doesn't offer the most eye-popping visuals. The movie just looks like cinema, and the inclusion of the shifting aspect ratio goes a long way to making cinephiles pleased. Have no doubt this is an outstanding looking transfer. And for the audio, an A+ as well. If you are more of an audio aficionado, the Dolby Atmos from Sinners is easily one of the best you'll hear in 2025. The film's sound design is fully immersive, it makes great use of the entire surround environment, and it packs plenty of punch when it matters. You are no doubt going to enjoy the audio experience. And for the extras, I graded them an A. You can tell that the bonus materials were put together from somebody that appreciates them, as this has just what fans will be looking for. Aside from the lack of an audio commentary from Coogler and Jordan, that's just a small nitpick in an otherwise great array of extras. So that is my review of Sinners on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray from Warner Brothers. If you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I will leave a direct link for both the slipcover and steelbook in the comment section. But if you have the disc already, let us know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.